Well, guys, I've got a lot of plans for this episode. This one, it's going to be a long one. For me, not for you guys, of course. But I am going to get working on the next section of the underground base. I'm really, really excited for this. But first off, I AFK'd for a couple of days, getting caught up on my editing. And I have a lot of sugarcane. This should be plenty for us to finish the villager trading hall, so we're going to start with that. Well, we have racked up quite a couple villagers with all of that AFKing, so that makes me really, really excited. And the villager breeder hasn't broken yet, and that makes me feel really, really good. My goal is to get every max level enchantment in there. Alright guys, let's go. Okay, so basically because of how long this took, I just gave up on trying to get max level enchantments only. So I now have at least some version of every single enchantment in this enchanting hall, and I can just combine lower level enchantments to get the higher level ones. This was painstaking. This was a very painstaking process, and it was not pleasant work. But the good thing is, I get to move on to better things now. More specifically, the giant underground base we have. I am very, very excited. Okay, so down here is the entrance to the next level of the maze. And I say maze, that's what this is going to be. This is going to be basically a giant maze. It's supposed to be impossible to get around, and the key word is needlessly complicated. Now, the theme for this floor is stone, and just stone. No deep slate, just stone. Berkeley's very, very particular about that. So this is going to be a stone-themed base, and it's going to be where all of our farms are, which is why I put the sugarcane farm, which I need to rebuild because it's ugly. And it needs to be bigger, too. And basically, it's time to get working. I've been waiting to do this for a very long time, and I'm excited that I finally get to do it. So guys, we are going to get building. Okie dokie, so there is a very serious problem with the construction of the base. As of right now, I've gotten a fair amount of work done. I'm actually surprised. I'm nowhere near being finished, but the problem is, this right here is a giant cave. Now, I thought, cave, no big problem, it isn't a big deal. Except, it's a giant cave that, if you see over here, leads to the surface. Which means people can come across it, and people will see the base that I'm building. Now, I am going to do some terraforming work with this to basically cover up the fact that there's a base right here. And that's going to take a lot of work, but I'm going to need Aqua Affinity. I sent Berkeley a new layout, which is on the screen right now, for the base that basically avoids this entire cave system. So basically, I'm having to redo the whole layout of the floor. Thankfully, I didn't get too far into it. I kept what I've already built. But it's going to be a lot of work. It's really annoying that I have to go through all of this, because working in water is an absolute pain in Minecraft. But in order to do this, I need Aqua Affinity. So, here's my idea. I am going to go on a mission to collect all of the enchantment books and get myself max tier diamond armor. Alright, now first things first, I gotta find out how much sugarcane I have, because I need a lot. And it's gonna lag on me. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Okay, so that's almost 3.5 double chests worth of sugarcane. That'll probably be enough for me to at least get my helmet, but I'd like to get more than just my helmet. I'd like to get everything. I want to get all of the top tier enchantments. That is my goal. Alright, let's fill her up. Alright, we are filled to the brim with paper. This is awesome. Let's go and start trading. Alright, now I'm going to go around to all of the villagers and trade with them until they upgrade their trades. All of the ones who have paper, at least. That way I might be able to get some extra top-tier enchantments just by doing nothing. Alright, so all of these villagers who have paper trades have an additional upgrade to their trades, so that's pretty good. Alright, now I just need to spend the rest of my paper. Spending paper. I never thought I'd say that, but I did. Okie dokie, that is all of my paper. I'm going to go scrounge around my base to see if I can find any residual paper. And this is scary. I don't want any of these guys getting into my villager trading hall. Well, you botched that up. Die. Die! Okay. Okay, that was scary. That was really scary. Okay. Woo! I thought that baby villager was going to get into my villagers. It'll take a while for me to recover from that. Okie dokie, I grabbed everything that I could possibly trade for with the villagers that I currently have, and now back to trading. Okie dokie, look at this. I've squeezed every last emerald I could possibly get from these villagers. It was a bit of a hustle, and like a good 40 minutes worth of work, but I did it. And I feel really, really glad that I did it. Alright, now I'm going to start trading with these villagers and start buying books. Now, what is most important that I get the enchantments on my helmet, so I'm going to make sure that I have everything of that nature first. But before I do any of that, I'm going to check all of these villagers to see if I got any additional top-tier trades just from trading these villagers, because a lot of these villagers got upgraded. Okay, so from the looks of it, I did get some top-tier enchantments, but they were top-tier enchantments that I already had. But I am going to start trading and get some top-tier enchantments. Let's do this. Okie dokie. Alright, that's all I need for my helmet. And I'm going to start getting the enchantments for my armor as well. Okie dokie, so that's the last of my emeralds. It's not everything, but it's a good start. And that's all I need. I just need all of my helmet enchantment stuff and stuff like that. And hopefully I'll be able to swim faster with the Depth Strider. Okie dokie. Now, my fear is that because I don't have top-tier enchantments, I'm combining to get top-tier enchantments. My worry is that that's going to drive up the enchantment price, and I really hope that's not the case. I really, really hope that's not the case. But it just might be. So let's just take this one step at a time, get some diamonds, and start crafting my armor. Okie dokie. So this is going to be the big revelation. So we are going to do this. And just to check... Okay, so basically it's the same either way. Oh no. A little while later. I know what I'm going to do next. I am going to expand the size of this sugarcane farm. Now, it's very, very ugly, so I'll pretty it up too. But basically, I don't have a lot of patience. I don't have the patience to wait here all day to get enough sugarcane in order to start trading with the villagers again. It would take a very long time. So I'm going to basically increase the size of this. And by how much? A lot. This thing is going to be, at minimum, 4 times larger than it currently is. You know, as a matter of fact, no. I'm going to make it 8 times larger than it currently is. There we go. And then I'll get 8 times as much sugarcane. I just need to make sure I have the resources for 8 more of these things. So I went back on my idea of making it 8 times bigger. Basically, I'm going to make it 4 times the size. And by 4 times the size, I mean 4 times in terms of output. Basically, it's going to be twice as wide and twice as long, which means it's a total of 4 times larger. So guys, let's get building. We're going to do a time-lapse. There's going to be a lot of time-lapses in this video, I'm going to tell you now. Alright, let's go. helmet is all nice and done and dusted, and I really like the way this looks. It used to be very, very ugly, but I took out all of the ugly parts. Farms are cool. They are really, really cool. Now, I'm going to leave this thing running for maybe an hour or so, go watch some TV, stretch my legs, take a bath, something like that, and we'll see how much this racks up. So I AFK'd overnight and I lost connection at some point, but let's see how much we got. That is a lot less than I was expecting. Okay. Must have lost connection pretty early. But hopefully it's enough to at least get me the enchantments on the helmet again. And there we go, that's all our paper. And that got us almost 2 stacks of emeralds. That should be enough for me to get at least the enchantments for the helmet. Okay, so that's everything I need for the helmet. Now I just need to make sure I have everything I need for the boots. I think I'm just gonna have to live with that depth strider. I mean, it's not the most vital of things. All I need to do is be able to mine more efficiently underwater and to breathe for longer. Okie dokie, 35 levels. We are good to go. Alright, now what's the damage? Oh. Oh no. Okay, so I've spent a week on this floor and I'm nowhere near finishing, so I really need to start working on this again. But this is going to take me probably a couple more weeks, so I just need to get off my butt and start working on it. So, what I am going to do is I'm just going to get Aqua Affinity, apply it to this, have no other enchantments on it. All I need is my Aqua Affinity and Respiration. I don't really need Protection or Mending or any of that other fun stuff, so let's do that. Alright, well, let's watch this anvil break. Oh my. Oh, hey, it's still there. It's on its, last life, but anyway. Okay, so I am finally going to get back to building this underground base. I've taken way too long of a break. It's been several days since I started working on this, and I have only a small fraction of the amount of the progress that I need to make on it. That whole design, I've made 2 hallways out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 large hallways. So, I am 2/16 of the way through this whole thing, basically. Okay. Well, time to get building. Well, guys, I did it, and I feel very, very good about this build. I think my favorite thing about this build is the amount of depth that this has. I mean, come on, look at all that. Nothing is flat. There's all sorts of depth and chaos and all that stuff, but it looks really, really good. And it does look a little bit repetitive, but I don't think that's a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I think that having the same design throughout the entire thing is a point in my favor, because it means that I get lost in it. Sometimes I'll log off and then log back on and have no idea where I am. So for new players visiting this base, they could get completely lost in it. And that's definitely a point in our favor, considering that the key theme for this base is needlessly complicated. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now, it's not complete by any means. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be adding a whole lot more to this, but the main hallways are finished. And I think that's very important. So, I want to get Burpley's opinion on this, so let's get him. Okay, so I screen shared the build to Burpley, and he loves it. He says it's awesome, and he says it took a lot of hard work, and all of that fun stuff. So, guys, we're going to leave the episode there. There are plenty more things that I need to do, and I'm going to dedicate those to the next episode. So, guys, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It really means a lot. I thank each and every one of you for your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!